got to turn around this way.
It's got a cushion.
Mm-hmm. More car chit chat.
I guess that's kind of what happens in the spring.
In the spring, yeah, because then we can turn the car off and we're not going to freeze to death, and steam up all the windows because we're talking in the car.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then and then it's light until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we tend to go on a lot of drives because it's like not quite warm enough to be outside, but we still want to be kind of outside. So yeah, we'll do like a lot of drives around Farmers Loop this time of year and just kind of roam around.
Yeah, we're looking to get more steps in today. We got about 5,000 more steps, I think.
Yeah, so we're gonna
a little bit less than
see
5,000
if we can roam around Walmart, do a few
we
circles.
Don't need anything. We're just gonna walk.
Yeah.
Walk around Walmart, and then because the Dipper they got a Ice Dogs game going on, so that's closed for walking. And then it's that time of year that they're closed on Sunday for walking. So I think Sunday's going to be our off day because me and Mary are both off of work.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I was going to ask. No, it's something on my mind. Sorry, I was like totally distracted. I was gonna ask, should I describe what my blood work was, and because we've got a few comments about that on one of our recent videos.
I guess we can, because this is actually gonna be a different video. So yeah. Mary can talk about her blood work if she wants.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, because some people, I think you just briefly mentioned it was like a thyroid scare. And I don't have like any massive thyroid issues right now. It's like all of my blood work was like perfect, which he said is kind of like uncommon, like he's never seen blood work so good before.
Yeah.
The only weird thing was the thyroid. And he said because of the way it came back, it's not like a full thyroid problem yet. It's something called subclinical thyroid. And so he was asking about symptoms, and that's the thing is like I don't know if these are things that maybe I have been dealing with for a long time, so I think they're normal, or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I just can't tell because I don't think my diet's changed a whole lot, but I have gained a lot of weight. And that's kind of one of the things to look out for. They're pretty generic symptoms. So he said if I do notice anything weird at all, I can always come back in and they can talk about, ways to help it. Because it's pretty important for your whole metabolism and, all of the cells to be able to work properly. So,
well, and, the numbers were high enough to call it a hyperthyroid.
A
Hyper. Yeah. So that's why I like this new doctor, because he knew exactly what to do. I thought he was retesting her thyroid just because she's so young. But no, he did the other the T4 test. Yeah. Yeah. So he was looking for that. He was looking for the hypothyroid. So a lot of doctors they'll think, oh, it's hyperthyroid, and then they treat you for that.
Yeah, there's two kinds, hyper and hypo. He said this is hypo. Subclinical.
And that's why he's calling it subclinical, because it's, it's at that stage right now to where it's, becoming hypothyroidism.
Yeah, he said it.
So
it depends on how I want to proceed, because right now it seems like I might be like asymptomatic, which is common.
Yeah.
But if I notice any issues, to like come back in right away.
He did want to put her on Synthroid or Lavoxithin.
And I was really
something like that,
thinking about it, because I was like, it might help with a lot of things, but I'd like to, I guess, listen to my body first and see if I am presenting any symptoms that I haven't noticed, just because I don't pay attention to that stuff. So yeah, we'll see.
And with having really good numbers other than the thyroid, we're going to see if we can lower the numbers in the next 6 months when she gets another test. And if they keep lowering, because it takes a long time to heal a thyroid once it starts messing up. But there's been kind of an epidemic of Hashimoto's right now, which is hypothyroidism, but it's an immune disorder. And that's what she's representing right now. She's representing.
That's why you keep sending me links to that.
with all the allergies and things that she has popping up, and the different things that's happening to her, it's showing signs of Hashimoto's. So, and it's affecting a lot of younger people, and it's due to diet. It is due to diet. I mean,
like anyone, like I indulge over the holidays and stuff, but that's part of the reason why I want to see what happens as I just, make healthier choices, kind of limit my eating just a little bit more, and then, get exercise, drink a little more water and stuff. Because I generally don't have the worst diet, like at all. Like usually when we go places, I tend to like choose the lower calorie end of things. Like if we ever do go out to eat fast food, which is not super frequently, I tend to choose just like chicken sandwiches, which are not all that bad and stuff. So it's like I don't think my diet's been that bad. Like I'll indulge in some more sweets and stuff over the winter. So I want to see if there's any changes as I change my
that scare
diet.
Me, because she drinks a lot of them, and it's a lot of sugar. Like
I don't know. She makes
one regular Lotus drink has at least 33 grams of sugar in it, at least.
It's like that's the thing though, is like I have so many friends that like and people I know that drink sodas and stuff every day. Like for lunch and stuff. And so I'm like, is like having one Lotus drink every day that bad? Or like every other day? I don't even have them every day most of the time. So yeah. So she makes it sound like I drink like 2 or 3 a day, but I don't.
Sometimes she does.
I mean, on the weekends if we're going out a lot, but like I don't think I've ever had 3 in a day, maybe 2 at the most.
32 ounce, I would think, is 3.
Okay. Well, a lot of times those 32 ounce ones, I'll save half, and then I'll have it the next morning.
Next day,
it's like a pick me up, kind of wake me up in the morning. So I don't know.
I don't know. People don't realize what they do to themselves. She was doing really good when she was logging everything.
That's the problem, though, is that would like really stress me out. So then I'd be like, I can't have this treat because I already went over my calories. So I stopped doing that because of that reason.
Yeah. And that's another thing, is the stress. So we found out that with the Hashimoto's, it usually takes some kind of a big stress event to start messing with your thyroid. And we figured out, she graduated, during COVID, and then boom, she got thrown right into a job and did not like the job.
It wasn't the worst thing. I mean,
she liked the job, but it was stressful.
Yeah.
It was very stressful, because there wasn't enough help.
There was no one to train me. There were people there that knew parts of my job, And so I learned little bits from each of the people there, but the person that was actually doing the job before I stepped in wasn't
gone
there.
already.
Yeah, they had to leave. So
so she had to kind of train herself.
yeah, on quite a few things I had to just figure things out. And it's, I don't know, you have expectations of like your first job.
And
you want to...
It wasn't just a job. There was a bunch of stressful things that happened during that time.
There were, I really liked the people that worked there, but
things have calmed down
used to be
now.
stressed.
So I think, like I said briefly in that last video when I mentioned the thyroid stuff, I was exactly her age when I'm going to tell you, I had colitis, IBS, ulcers. I had ulcers and I had, stomach ulcers and, oh gosh, just all these things that old people get,
Right.
It's when I was 25, that was unheard of. It was unheard of. You didn't get that stuff till you were 60.
Yeah, and that's all of the things I've been looking up. It's like this generally impacts people between the ages of 40 and 60 or something weird like that. And I'm like, I'm not that old yet.
And I went to my doctor and, he kept sending me to specialists and I kept coming back with some other kind of illness. I said, stop sending me to these specialists. We got to figure this out. And this is my doctor I had from a baby. And he's like, I think all your problems are stress. And I was like, honestly, what do I have to be stressed out about?
Exactly. And that's what I'm going through. Is like, I had a stressful job, finally left there, got a really nice job. I like barely stress anymore. And if I like have any issues at all, I can ask my manager and we figure it out together. Like, I work at probably like the best place ever now.
Right.
And like, I don't really have a whole lot of interaction with like outside customers and stuff. Like, everyone I talk to is so nice. So I'm like, what? Why would I be stressed?
And it carries on. It's like a PTSD.
Yeah.
So you need to get rid of the stress that you had. And that's what I figured out when my doctor told me that. I thought my life was, I was doing engineering. I was making all kinds of money. I was taking my friends to Disney World all the time. But I was working 3 jobs and I was, going to school. I was overwhelmed. I thought I could handle it all and I really couldn't,
So I've actually been looking into going to a professional.
Counselor.
To see if they can help figure out my brain. But I have to find one.
And that's what helped, because I did do counseling for many years and I went back to a counselor and I found a really good church. And, I actually started volunteering at the church because I liked it so much. And it was, so I started doing, actually the church had classes for meditation and yoga and stuff like that.
We need to look into that stuff because my dad, who works in Michigan, he actually helps with a lot of, he works at like a mix. He teaches classes in the lower 48 for people who want to get into massage and stuff.
Yeah.
And
he owns a massage school. He owns the massage school we owned together.
Yeah.
When I lived there.
So he does that, but he's in the same building as like a yoga meditation business. And so he actually helps with that stuff. So we did this, like, there's these glass bowls.
Crystal bowls.
They make like a really calming sound. And so he helps with a lot of those classes. I think sometimes he does these like yoga classes. And I'm like, man, I need to find that place here. I know there's some that do that stuff. I just have never looked into it.
Yeah. There's a yoga studio that does all those healing things here. So, maybe we'll start to go there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we better go inside Walmart's because
we're running out of time.
My little Fitbit's gonna buzz at me in 3 minutes here if I don't do some steps. We'll see ya maybe in there. Maybe I'll take some video if I find something cool. They've got all the camping gear and the seasonal stuff and outdoor stuff, fans, And they've got Mother's Day stuff. Oh, I think this is like, yeah, all the things for Mother's Day. It looked like they had stuff for, you know, like graves, like memorial, yeah, like memorial stuff. See, and then they've got red, white, and blue stuff. But yeah, look at the lawn and garden department. They got all the barbecue stuff out here. Umbrellas and tents. And then they've got it open. They usually don't have this door open over here, but they've got all the, like I said, lawn and garden stuff out here. Oh gosh, Mary found something. A little turtle.
It's like a little turtle riding in front of turtle. I like the frog.
Yeah, the frog is cute.
I want to put stuff in our lawn and then the dogs can like be confused by it.
Confused by it. Oh, I like the angel.
Oh, these are cool too. These are like lights. They don't work yet.
They need solar.
Yeah.
It's a wood fire outdoor oven. Oh my gosh. That looks kind of neat actually. Look, they got all the bicycles for little kids in here. Look at this, like a little forerunner for kids. And adult bikes. Yeah, I think our bikes have had it. We've been outdoors for like 6 years. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, the purple ones look cool. A plethora of watering cans. Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, I want this whole setup. I want it. But you gotta turn around this way.
It's got a cushion.
Mm-hmm. There it is. 277.
Yeah.
Look, we can find things that match our mat that we just bought.
Oh yeah, the bees.
The bees and the gnomes. Home sweet gnome. Or gnome sweet gnome, it says. Huh, weird.
This looks like a Barbie that would be at like a rave bar. This is how they dress.
Mary has to stop and look at the Barbies. She probably still got a lot of Barbies.
Yeah, we used to have like a vet Barbie. I don't know that we had like these, but the vet Barbie had like very similar. Like I saw a little girl playing with her Barbie set at when we went walking the other day.
Look at all the Legos. Oh my gosh, they got like a ton of Lego things here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, piranha plant.
That one I like. Oh my gosh, that one looks intense.
Yeah, the Harry Potter. Very cool. Hogwarts Castle.
Oh, that's cool.
City.
There are some like crazy ones.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one. That one looks pretty cool. Look at that. A high altitude training mask. We were looking at the back stretchers because I still got like a kink in my back.
Yeah.
And I have a Theracane at home, so it's similar to that thing there. But yeah, there's all kinds of neat things here.
I'd be interested to see how well these work because I see these things on like Instagram all the time and people lay over them and their backs like pop a lot, but I'm not sure if that's a sound they've added.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you'd think I was outside this whole time. Like a big mess.
The wind when we walked outside.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's trying to snow again. It was supposed to snow today. I was kind of expecting it. Oh, this reminds me I need to pause my little walking thing here.
Yeah, now we're sitting.
Yeah. So, yeah, I came out and it reminded me they have security here now.
Which is nice.
Yeah, they have somebody roaming the parking lot. Yeah, because there's been an influx of, homeless people in town. In fact, Mary and I, we were at Bucko's. I had to go fill up my growler. We were there. That's cold brew, by the way. And it's concentrate. So I just do a little bit every day, and it'll last me about a week. Yeah. But that way I don't have to go over there every day and buy coffee. But anyways, we were sitting there waiting for them to fill this up, and fire trucks went by. So I looked at my app to see, where it was, and it popped up the Splash and Dash.
Oh yeah, so we were worried there was like a car fire at the Splash and Dash.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I need my car washed anyway. Let's go investigate. So we went down over there, and I remembered that there was like a homeless camp that had popped up on the property behind Splash and Dash.
Yeah, like right next door.
Yeah, and apparently there might have been somebody sleeping in a car that was, back there, because the car was on fire, or somebody had set it on fire.
Yeah.
So they were out there putting that car out, and it was gone. It was completely gutted, from the fire. By the time we were done washing, the car went back around.
I know we had another shelter pop up in town for homeless. There's a woman's shelter. I know there's like a night shelter for people to go and warm up and a place to sleep.
I know for volunteering at these shelters and giving things to the shelters. I've talked to people that run those places, and for the most part, they shoo everybody out during the day. So that way they can clean and get food prepped and everything else.
Yeah.
So we're used to those homeless people,
roaming
around during the day. But now that it's getting warmer out, they're not going back to the shelters.
And that's the problem. A lot of them, they've had tough lives, and they're not, I don't know what the right word for this. They're they're mentally challenged, some of them, so they just don't want to go to these places and get help, because they go there and then the people are like, well, you should really take a shower while you're here, and they think that's the worst thing ever.
Right.
So there's just things that they don't want to do, and so then they choose to sleep in tents or just roam around and sleep under,
or they're doing drugs, and a lot of the shelters won't allow that here, but they do have a couple of shelters that will allow you in, whether you're inebriate or doing drugs. They have counseling and stuff there, but there's a native one right on Cushman there. It used to be a hotel, and that one's actually been doing really well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but right now the funding is just not there for these places, which is really sad. And then there's more of these people around, especially the ones that are doing opiates and stuff. So, and I know that's going on down lower 48 too. So.
Yeah, it's really sad that a lot of it has to do with drug problems, because then people, your brain gets so addicted to that stuff, you don't have your priorities straight. The last thing you're thinking of is your basic needs, and so then you get kind of stuck in this.
Yep. And because Walmart's does allow, RVs and stuff, people come over here and they stay in their cars in the parking lot. The ones that don't have homes, they stay in their cars. So, they're creating problems. Somebody was assaulted a couple days ago.
And the Fred Meyer
just
across from us.
Right across from here. Yeah, if you don't know, our Walmart here, Fred Meyer's is right across the street behind it. So she was just bringing her groceries out to her car.
And it's not...
Somebody jumped out at her.
It's not certain whether they were maybe trying to hijack the car or they were actually trying to assault her specifically. But it sounds like they were wearing a mask, and then someone noticed and scared them off, and they ran away, which is good. See something, say something, do something, in those cases.
Exactly.
So So it's
Yeah.
good to know that people will pay attention. So I hope people do that more often, especially with it seems like things like that have been happening.
Yeah, and if you look up statistics for Alaska, it's got, you know, some of the highest crime rate in the United States.
We are a big state, though.
And we're a big state, but
Yeah.
with very few people.
Yeah.
You know, so those statistics are skewed because of a lot of the court things that happen from the villages. You know,
And that's a whole nother
yeah,
story.
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, some of these villages are just, they sound like terrifying places.
Yeah. So, yeah, but a lot of it's, you know, like the homeless people, you know, they just get into things and wreak havoc and, you know, misdemeanor problems and stuff. And,
Yeah, because like when we used to live in an apartment building, we'd find them sleeping in the hallways in the morning.
all the time.
And it's kind of scary because you don't know if they'd be, you know, if they'd just be sleeping there and they won't bother you and stuff, or
if
you know,
they
if you're gonna walk by them and they're gonna like try to
jump at you.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
it's, you know, you always try to avoid them, and I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of those, you know, calls and stuff are because of people just trying to find a place to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like a long random chit chat about the current, the state of things in Fairbanks.
And we'll probably just put all this one day up together because it's going to be long if we leave all this in there. So, and right now there's a horn going off. So
Yeah, I don't know where. I feel like that always happens at Walmart.
Yeah,
You
people
know.
they try and find their car maybe.
That, and then just don't keep your valuables in your vehicle.
Yeah, that too.
So you never know.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
She's actually right in front of us.
I was
She's
wondering.
like, oh, there's my car.
Nice. Yeah. We've had to do that before. You just forget.
Okay. All right. So we'll leave you with all this weirdness today, and you know, sorry about it if it's not, you know, what you're used to.
Yeah, we just like to.
But it's life stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
to be honest with you guys about stuff, because sometimes these are the questions you have, you know, like comparing what's happening in Alaska to what's happening in your states, or even like my
we're not immune
health things too, because I wanted to maybe clear up some concerns.
That too. Yeah.
So you know, I worry about you guys worrying about me.
Yeah. See, there she goes. She's worrying. So don't worry about her. She won't worry about you. Worried about her.
Yeah.
No, we love you guys.
Yeah.
So you're all like our best friends.
Yeah, or like distant family, pen pals kind of thing.
Well, some of you are family.
Yeah, so some of you really are.
Okay. All right. We're going to go home. Oh, wait. I don't know. Do I need more steps?
Yeah, I thought so.
We were talking about going to Lowe's.
Yeah, because they had a ton of summer stuff in Walmart. I'm kind of curious about
What Lowe's has.
Yeah.
Okay. But we'll probably put that in a different video if we video any of it.
Yeah.
All right. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I want one of these. These look nice. I don't have that much lawn, but I could do other things with it. Mary said, let's hang out in the lighting section because it's nice and bright. I have a friend who volunteered her husband to put a ceiling fan up for me. Actually, two of them. So
Do it.
I need to get it done.
What about the one with the palm leaves?
Palm leaves.
Look at that white one.
What? Oh, look at that. That is very cool. Oh boy.
Hotel, like someplace I would want to stay, just so I could hang out underneath these lights. Because we got such a high ceiling. Why not?
Mary found another nice one. $648. $998. That's a nice set, though. I really like that. I hate to leave it outside, though. They got a ton of outdoor furniture.
It looks like wood, but it's like metal. It's weird.
at all these raspberry collections. Yeah.
Brandywine. I didn't.
That's what I need. I need a steel door for my back door. There, right hand and left hand. I don't know. We'll have to measure. This has the.
Look back at this video at the measurements.
Yeah. The frames. Because none of the doors in my house are consistent, which is a bad thing.